Today we're going to talk about the power of energy multiplied by time. Before we speak about the power of energy multiplied by time, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button, please. And hit the subscribe button, please. And don't forget to select the like button when you finish watching this video. Action is the most fundamental thing in the world. The most fundamental thing in the world is not an atom. An electron is a part of an atom, but yet it's not the most fundamental thing. The most fundamental thing in the world is action. You might ask, what is action? And a physicist will define action in a simple way. He will simply say that action is energy multiplied by time. Action is energy multiplied by time. All the fundamental things, all the gurus, everybody have written books about how to succeed in business, how to do different things. You could YouTube and find out how to work at different things, how to build different things, how to grow different things, how to grow business, how to communicate, how to learn, how to do all of that. It's all there. Every single secret that you know, it's already there. The key fundamental thing is putting it into action. Whether you're learning a principle, you have to learn the principle, and yet the most fundamental part of it is putting it into action. So today we're going to go through 4 points that will help you in terms of understanding and relishing and doing the power of energy multiplied by time. All right? Principle number 1. Learn the principles that you're wanting to learn. Learn the principles that you're wanting to learn. Whatever you're wanting to learn, you learn the principles, whether it's 4 steps to something, 4 keys to something, you learn those principles. You go out there and learn the principles. If you're wanting to be an effective communicator, you go out there and learn how to be an effective communicator. If you want to be a good accountant, you go out there and learn how to be a good accountant. If you want to be a good banker, you go out there and learn the principles of banking. If you want to be a good network marketer, you go out and learn the principles of being network market. Or you want to start your own business, being an entrepreneur, you go out there and learn the steps that you need to do. For point number 1, you got to learn the principles. When you learn the principles, you write them down, dissect them, take them apart, and learn them, then we move on to point number 2. You have to create action steps to implement those principles every day. You have to create action steps to implement those principles every day. The one fundamental thing that people do is that they learn a lot. They write down a lot of notes. You have a lot of books. You read a lot. You do all of that. But you never put them into action. You never create action steps. And what you want to do, you want to create action steps in terms of getting your goals done. You want to create action steps in terms of implementing what you have learned. You want to create action steps. And the key fundamental things with action steps too, you have to identify the obstacles. You have to identify things that are the obstacles to those action steps so that you could work on those as well. A lot of times you might not be able to use computer. So as a result of you not being able to be computer literate, then it hampers you in terms of your business. So that's going to be an obstacle. So you go out there and you start gleaning. Go to community college and get some basic computer classes. Or just go online and look up a course that you could do, a computer course. Go to edx.org, one of those websites, and look up a computer course or something that you need to learn and garner the experience and the knowledge and the skills that you need to implement those steps. And that's the key. So point number 2 is creating action steps to implement those principles every day. And it has to be something that you do every day. You see, success is a process. It's a process. And a lot of people don't like going through the process. I like surrounding myself with people who are go-getters, people who are doers. All my friends, my close friends are doers. We don't sit down and talk about principles and fundamentals and talk about people and gossip and all of that. We have actions that we hold each other accountable, and we get things done. We hold each other accountable and we move forward. We hold each other accountable and we utilize our skills and we stretch things out and we get things done. So you want to surround yourself with doers. You'll see only people who are putting themselves in action could truly find the flames that will get you where you're going. I want you to look at it this way. It's like a boat going down on a river. And as the boat goes down on the river, it creates a wake. And everything that's in that wake comes with that wake. You see, and that's the beauty of success. That's the beauty of somebody who's in action. When you're in action, you have to be very careful of the people that you have closest to you, because you want the people that are coming in that wake to be people who will build you up, people that will help you grow, people that will nurture you, help nurture you and help pull you forward. And likewise, you're doing the same thing for them. You know, we're living in such a world that people will come alongside you sometimes and they see your talents, they see your giftedness, and they'll come just to reap their little piece, reap the benefits of that giftedness and then walk away. So you have to be very careful. Make sure the people who are closest to you not only are people of action, but are people who are for you, people who are for your success, and people who are willing to contribute to your success that will take you to the other side. People who are willing to fan those flames of your success, and people who you're willing to fan their flames of success, and people who can handle success, people who would not get puffed up in themselves, people who would not say, oh, I know so and so, so you have to do this for me. Use your name or drop your name to get into doors and use a character to elevate themselves on a pious or a character base that's not of your liking. So you always want to make sure that the people closest to you are people who are reputable, people who are credible, people who have integrity, and people who are honest, and most of all, people who will value you and honor you. Point number 3, know that everything requires process and a time to be a fruit. Know that everything requires process and a time to be a fruit. You cannot plant a seed one day and all of a sudden reap. You cannot plant a peach seed one day and all of a sudden reap a tree of peaches. A lot of cases, a peach tree will take about 6 years in order to reach its full maturity and they start bearing and all of those things, But the fundamental fact is you have to learn when you plant something, it takes a process. When you're growing something, it takes a process. People will come alongside you and they will not see your vision. They will not see it like how you see it. And because they're down here in terms of their thought process and you're way up here. And you see a lot of times people don't want to elevate or want to give you the notion of knowing that, okay, you know what you're doing. You understand what you're doing. They see it from this perspective. Each and every one of us have a different calling in our lives. And because of that calling in our lives, it keeps telling us, come up higher, come up higher. And a lot of times people can't see where you're going. And it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't care about you. You just can't see where you're going. But you have to be willing to understand the process. We're willing to stick on the process. How do you stick on the process? You map the path that you're going and you keep going forward. You keep doing today what others will not, so you could do tomorrow what others cannot. You keep believing in yourself and you keep moving forward. You keep progressing. Progress, learning, growing. Every time you hear me use the word moving forward, that's what I mean. Progress, grow in the skill that you're doing, grow in the area that you're in, grow in the discipline that you're trying to learn, grow. And as you nurture and you grow, you keep moving. Don't listen to what anybody is saying. You see, it's not what people are saying that dictates your success. It's about you getting things done and keep moving towards that goal. Keep moving forward to where you're going. Point number 4, you have to renew your mind. You have to renew your mind. You have to constantly renew your mind because you have our minds sometimes they're cluttered by stinky thinking and cluttered by what everybody says, cluttered by who say we can't do it, and cluttered by everybody's jealous actions towards us and everybody's ways of belittling us, in their subtle ways, but you have to wash all of that. So what you do, you read the good book, you read your Bible, learn, wash your mind with positive things. Read motivational books and watch motivational videos and watch podcasts and seminars and all of those different things, that washes your mind of negative thinking and fills your mind with wholesome things, fill your mind with positive things. And as you transform your mind, then you start believing in yourself. And as you believe in yourself, you believe that you can do it. And I know you can do it, and you keep moving forward. You have to drown out all those naysayers. You see, thought, what you think about, you become. What you think about, you become. So you want to always hold those thoughts captive. You want to hold those thoughts captive and think about wholesome things. Think about wholesome things. Think about things that are lovely. Think about things that are good. Think about things that have a good report. You see, you think about all of that, and as you think about that, you dwell on those things and go out there and learn the power of energy multiplied by time. And have a good day. But before you go, I want you to go down and hit the subscribe button, please, and don't forget to select the like button. God bless you.